back to ATV Lifestyle. Today's video is going to be brought to us by Kemimoto. They sent out these wheel lights for the Polaris RZR Pro XP. We're going to get these installed. I'm going to take you guys along and show you step by step how to install them. We'll unbox these. I'll show you the unboxing, what's included, what you're going to need for tools to help you install these. We'll go through. Before we get started, I did just want to say I apologize for missing a couple weeks of videos. There's a reason behind it. We are actually in the middle of moving. Big news. We're moving down to North Carolina. Very excited about that. Hopefully that's going to be more ATV content for you guys. We're going to be by some big mud parks down there. It's just going to be a little better for that. And I'm getting back into the ATV industry as well. I really miss working in the ATV industry, side-by-side industry. I'm getting back into that, and I felt like that was a better area for me to work in that industry. So stay tuned. If I miss a video here or there, that is why. It's not because I'm quitting YouTube. I'm not going to quit. I've put a lot of work into it, and we've came a long ways thanks to all you guys, and I appreciate the support. So stay tuned. There's a lot of big stuff coming for the channel for ATV Lifestyle in general. But follow along. Let's get these lights installed, and let's get it out in the dark and light up the night. Follow along, guys. All right, we're going to start by opening this box up here. Show you everything that comes in the box. I have not opened this yet. I know usually I'm a little bad and I open boxes prior to it, but this time we're going to do it a little differently. So they got nice instructions with. The thing I like so far is they're actually like a harder, they're not that soft paper that just falls apart. So nice step-by-step instructions. I'm going to go through those before I get you guys into it. I see they do include a screwdriver, zip ties, and then first impressions on the wheel lights. Okay, I'm not going to lie. These are a lot better than I was expecting them to be good. But these are even nicer than I was thinking. I was thinking this piece here wasn't going to be solid. This is a nice thick piece of aluminum here. Going to keep things very sturdy, which is nice. The other nice thing I see is they have everything labeled, which I like. So they labeled front left, so on, front right. That's really nice that they did that. Everything mounts up nicely. So we're going to pull wheels off. I'm going to get the driver's side. I'll take you guys on the driver's side. We'll do the driver's side. I'll probably do the passenger side off camera because it's going to be the same thing, just opposite side. Get along. You got in here as well. We got wiring, remote, and then we got all of our wiring, and then we got our battery leads. I will probably take these battery leads and I'll probably go, I might not go right to the battery. I'll probably go to a Polaris plug or bus plug. That way it's on there and we're good to go there, so I don't have to worry about wiring anything to the wire, and it's nice. But I see they do a fuse link, which is nice too, with a fuse in there, so we're all good there. Remote. This should be a super easy install. Just got to run wiring, tie some wiring up out of the way so it doesn't get in the way. I'm going to go through instructions. Stay tuned. All right, step one, jack up your side-by-side. Jack stands. Yes, I know that one. Right there doesn't do anything. Not tall enough. Gotta get these razors way up with the suspension travel. Anyways, got that up. Jack stands on. We're gonna start with the front. You're gonna actually pull these pieces off up here and bolt these up first. They're gonna go behind here. You have 115, 215, and then a 15 millimeter nut right here. That's going to come off. Those are going to go on there. I'll show you what it looks like with them on. We're not going to tighten them all the way up until we get the wheel lights put back on. Then we'll tighten these bolts up all the way. So we'll tighten them, but we'll leave them a little loose so we have a little bit of play so we can make sure they fit perfect. our top bracket on there, which is going to be like kind of like a small, it's got a small angle to it, will be the top one. And the bottom one is just a straight, and then these little tabs, whoop, focus, are going to point towards the inside of the vehicle when they go on. And then your top one is that one there. We'll go ahead and tighten everything up when we got them right where we like them, and move to the next step. Before we go ahead and tighten everything down, I'm just going to test fit the wheel, make sure we have enough clearance, because I am running 14s, the stock 14s. If I had 15s, I wouldn't be worried, but stock 14s, I'm going to just fit the wheel before I tighten everything down, make sure we're good to clear, and then I'll go ahead and tighten everything down. Okay, for the back, we got 115 mil through there. So you want to position this so you can get through here with the socket, otherwise you're going to be turning out with a wrench. And then on the back side, it's going to be 115 mil here and 115 mil right there. Pop those off again. Pop. We're going to take the screws out of this again. Take these two brackets off and get those in place. I'm going to take these off one at a time so I remember where they go, because this is going to sit like so. So I'm going to take one bracket off at a time, put one on at a time so I remember where each one goes. Tighten it down after we get this mounted and make sure the tire fits again. What this is going to look like is you're going to have that bracket that's going to drop down, come over, come out. This one's going to come out, come down, over. This one's a little different. It's a slotted one, so you don't have to take it off. It slides in. But this bracket here actually faces in towards the machine, where the other ones face out. I wasn't paying attention to the instructions, and I tried doing it the other way and it wouldn't line up. When you do it the right way, it lines up perfect. So, good job Kemimoto, bad job Hunter. That's all I have to say, unfortunately. So we got that there. I'm gonna make sure the wheel fits again, tighten everything down. We'll run wiring on this side. So we'll start that step, and then we'll go from there. All right, so what I did next is I popped the skid plate off. Gives me access. I'm gonna follow my wiring, and I'm gonna follow this brake line that goes to the rear for the back. We're going to follow our wiring along that, run it through from the front to the back. Now I'm just going to run up into here by our bus bar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just wire it to key on power for now. Eventually I'm going to get a switch so I can have it to all power, but then just have it on a switch. So the only complaint I have so far with the kit is that they didn't send a switch with the kit. Other than that, it's been a very nice kit to go. We'll keep going, show you how I run everything. Just keep following along. All right, I'll get a better video of them at night working, but they are all on. All on. So the way we ran the wiring is we've got everything zip tied up tightly along the brake lines. I like to follow the brake lines on these, the RZRs, and side by side and stuff, because there's a lot of suspension travel. So if the brake lines have enough room to travel, we'll be good to go, and obviously they do. So we got that one following that one. This one comes out, goes under the shock as well, follows up, zip tied, zip tied. I do got to put the skid plate back on. I'm going to wash the bottom of this machine. One of the biggest things is make sure when you do these front ones that you leave enough slack in the wiring. I'll turn the wheel here for your steering. So you can see I got enough room for the wiring to travel but not get caught in anything. Again, follow brake lines. Same thing underneath the machine. We just follow the brake lines with everything. I did find it easiest if you come about halfway right underneath where you sit for the wiring to transfer over to the passenger side for the passenger side rear one, and then go back along the frame tube there. And then the way it's wired right now is I have red to the blue, which is key power, and black to black, which is the negative for the bus bar in there. I'm gonna get the wiring tidied up a little bit more in here. We'll make it look nice, but that's the general overview. Now, once it gets dark, I will pop this thing back on. We'll go through everything a little bit more when it's a little dark, so you can actually see the lights a little bit more. I'm just gonna get everything tidied up a little bit more, make sure everything looks good. Must be a squirrel over in my tree. Dog going crazy. Anyways, we'll get everything tidied up, make it look nice. Like I said, I'm gonna power wash the bottom of the machine while I have the skid plate off. Just do a couple of cleanup things, make it look nice before riding season really kicks off here. And then eventually I am gonna put this on a switch. Like I said before, that's my only complaint with the kit, is it didn't come with a rocker switch for here. I'm gonna get one, put one in. That way I can have it keyed off power, so we can flip them on along with when I do rock lights. We'll do the same thing there. Well guys, that's going to wrap up this install video of the Kemimoto wheel ring lights. Like I said, not necessarily a mod I was going to do, but Kemimoto reached out and said, hey, you want to try these out? Wasn't going to say no, figured I'd give them a shot. Everything went good. The only complaint I had is that they didn't come with a rocker switch for it, so I had to wire it to key on power. I'm going to get a rocker switch and just put one in. That way I can have it on with power off, the key off. That way the running lights aren't on. If you look at the front, they're on still. Tons of different modes, nice thick aluminum on them. The rest of the install was super easy. I did pop the skid plate off, as you guys saw in the video. Kids are climbing around like crazy in there. Anyways, so easy. Again, apologize for the delays in videos. There's probably going to be a couple more as we are moving to North Carolina. That should mean more good stuff, good videoing for riding and stuff like that. There's lots of good riding for mud riding and stuff like that. We're not far from West Virginia. We'll probably have to look into getting a second side-by-side. Kids. As they're getting, both of them are getting older. This one comes with us already, and the youngest here is at the age where we're ready to start taking them with. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and follow along for more great content.